Hello and welcome to Media Cocoons. I'm your host, Elaine Tamboya, and today's topic is selective news and how it makes us less informed. According to a 2022 Pew Research Center survey, 86% of adults ages 18 to 65 get their news from technology. However, a whopping 37% of tested were actually proved to be informed. To test my theory that endless access to the internet and news outlets actually made us less informed, I decided to take to Purchase College to ask students if they felt informed and to prove it with a game of two truths and one lie. So I'm asking people first off, do you feel like the internet has made you more or less informed on news?
Probably more informed because I don't read the newspaper as much. So yeah.
More informed. I would say more.
So the first one is 5 former First Ladies, Dr. Jill Biden, Melania Trump, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Laura Bush arrived at the same plane for a funeral yesterday. The next one is on Saturday, Trump announced his running mate for the election, female Governor Nikki Haley. And the third one is a woman sued a salad restaurant for finding a finger in her salad. Which one do you think is false?
The last one.
The last one? So no, it's actually that Trump announced a woman as his a running mate.
I feel like the lie is the funeral, the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
So it's actually not. It's Trump.
The second one?
Yeah.
Maybe the last one is a false.
The last one? That's actually incorrect. It's Trump announced his running mate. So the first one is 3 people were killed in an explosion at an Ohio auto shop. A comma placement in Mike Pence's book drew attention of January 6 investigators, and a Dutch senator is under investigation on suspicion of drugging MP Sadrine Joseph.
Fuck. The last one.
You're correct. Yeah, it was actually first sentence.
I'm gonna say the first one again.
The first one
Is the lie.
No, it's actually the Dutch senator.
Maybe the second one is false.
The second one, that's also incorrect. It's the Dutch senator one. So the first one is Harry and Meghan are reportedly planning to sell their $14 million mansion and move to Hollywood. Marvel actor Jonathan Mayers goes on trial in New York City for a domestic assault case. And rapper Tyga was beaten outside of a club in Tampa, leaving him in critical condition with a concussion and brain bleed.
The second one.
Second one, no, that's incorrect. It's actually Tyga. It was a different rapper entirely. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tyga.
You're correct.
Maybe the last one.
Despite claiming to be informed, all 3 students interviewed were not as informed as they believed. Why is that? Social media gives us the illusion that we're informed of current news. When we scroll and see posts of headlines on our Instagram feeds, or hear an influencer share their side of the story of what they read or heard, we feel informed, but really we're cocooned into one belief or one part of the story. Media cocoons are defined as microplaces built through private, individually controlled infrastructures. They function as mechanisms for filling and killing time, and kill time they do. The average person spends 5 hours on their phone, and according to a StatShot report done in October of 2023, 2 hours and 24 minutes of that time is spent on social media. By subscribing only to news sources that align with one's pre-existing beliefs, we find ourselves locked in a social media echo chamber, which is a biased environment where users are only exposed to information that reinforces those said beliefs. Social media algorithms are the leading cause of this misinformation. According to a 2020 survey, 38.2% of the U.S. news consumers unknowingly shared fake news on social media. Wendy Wood, a USC psychology professor, wrote, "Misinformation is really a function of the structure of the social media sites themselves. Due to the fact that scrolling, liking, and sharing is a reward-based learning system on social media, users form habits of doing that just to get recognition from others. When people read a quick headline and research no further, the misinformation begins. As the internet continues to become further intertwined with our daily lives, it is negatively shaping the way we are processing and interpreting information." In nations characterized by increased media fragmentation and polarization, selective exposure tends to be more pronounced. Dating back to the 1940s, selective exposure research has a long tradition of creating bias. It diminishes the likelihood of individuals engaging in political discussions with those holding opposing views, forcing them to cocoon from certain people and news sources. As a result, it yields tangible effects on people's perceptions of their surroundings. Selective news consumption creates an illusion of knowledge while promoting ignorance. By limiting ourselves, we inadvertently close off ourselves to alternative perspectives and crucial information. This not only hinders our understanding of complex issues, but also perpetuates the cycle I mentioned earlier of misinformation and narrow-mindedness. This intellectual stagnation not only impedes on personal growth, but also fosters on an environment where misinformation thrives. Consumers of opinion-congruent media sources are more likely to believe that public opinion aligns with their own. In a broader sense, reliance on congruent political information can diminish political tolerance, foster citizens' reluctance to compromise, and narrow the political agenda to focus solely on the divisive issues of the day. These news cocoons make people less tolerant with others and is the leading reason for the clear split in political issues in countries like America. It erodes the foundation of a well-functioning democracy. Informed citizens are the cornerstone of any democratic society, and when individuals choose to engage only in news that reaffirms their existing beliefs, they compromise their ability to make informed decisions. A democracy thrives on diversity of thought and an informed electorate, and selective news consumption jeopardizes these essential elements. Let's not forget that the consequences of this practice also extend beyond individual ignorance. They seep into public discourse, shaping societal attitudes, influencing policy decisions, and ultimately impacting the fabric of our democracy. It is not just a personal choice, it's a collective threat to our society's well-being. To truly be informed citizens, we must break free from the confines of our echo chambers and actively seek diverse perspectives and embrace the richness that comes from engaging with a wide range of information.
Thank you for joining me today, and I hope for at least today you feel more informed.